So when you go for your driving test anywhere in Queensland, before you start the test, the examiner asks you, have you read the message from your driving examiner? And this is the message. Let's break it down and find out what exactly this message means. I'm Omid, a driving instructor in Brisbane. A message from your driving examiner. Below is some helpful information on QSafe and what you will be expected to do. QSafe is designed to evaluate your ability to drive safely and correctly in different driving situations, which may include a variety of speed zones. So what this means is that you might be driving in the car park depending on where your test location is. You will be definitely driving in residential areas in 50 zones. You will be going to school zones as well. Also, you will be driving on the main road where there are traffic lights. And depending where your test center is again, you might be going to highway as well. I will be asking you to undertake a series of driving tasks throughout the assessment. You will be given clear directions in ample time. So this part of the message is very straightforward, but if you want to know exactly how the examiners give you instructions during a driving test, you can watch this video which goes to a lot more details. If I don't give you any specific directions, please just follow the road and be directed by road signs, signals, and road markings. This part of the message is very clear as well, but if you want to see some examples, you can watch this video again. You will be expected to perform the driving tasks when conditions are safe and in accordance with the road rules. So what that means is this, for example, if the examiner asks you to do a reverse parallel parking, you need to make sure that the road is clear when you perform this maneuver. If you have a mobile phone, please ensure it is switched off for the duration of this assessment. So just make sure that you turn off your phone, or even if you put it on silent, that's fine. Please make any lane changes that are necessary to follow my directions. So what it means is that, for example, if you're on the left lane
at the traffic lights, turn right.
And the examiner asks you to turn right at the traffic lights, you need to change lane on your own to put yourself in a good position to follow the examiner's instruction. At no time during the assessment will I ask you to perform any driving tasks that are illegal. So the examiners are not going to trick you. For example, in this situation when the road is only going to the left, the examiners are not going to do this.
At the end of this road, turn right.
You may see me marking the report form during the assessment. Please do not assume that an error has occurred. So the examiners are ticking their own boxes. Don't think that you made a mistake or something. Just focus on your driving and don't try to sneakily look at the paper. If your vehicle is fitted with blind spot mirrors, you are still required to conduct shoulder checks to ensure there are no vehicles in the blind spot. So for example, if your vehicle is like this and has blind spot mirror, make sure you still do shoulder check. For example, when you get to the road, don't just do this, but make sure you do a shoulder check. And also if your car has blind spot monitor or detection lights, still make sure you do shoulder check with any change of direction. Once the assessment has commenced, I am unable to answer any questions that may influence your driving performance. So make sure you ask all your questions before the test starts. Once the test starts, the examiners are not going to answer the questions that may influence your driving performance. For example, you cannot do this. Excuse me, do you know what's the speed limit here? If the vehicle is fitted with driver assist devices, for example GPS, speed alarm, park assist or easy start, please turn these devices off for the duration of the test where possible or requested. So for example, if your vehicle has a warning assist like this car, make sure you turn it off for the duration of the test.
You have entered a school zone.
For the purpose of a heavy vehicle driving assessment, you must switch off engine compression brakes for the duration of the assessment in built-up areas. So this is a braking mechanism for some heavy vehicles that is very noisy, and in built-up areas, this braking mechanism should be switched off for the duration of the test. If you are recording this assessment, the recording device must not have audio capability turned on, and must be outward facing in a safe location. So for example, if you have a dash cam in your car, your dash cam should be facing outward and not recording inside of the car. And also it shouldn't record any sound. You will not be able to access the recording device during the assessment. If using a device other than your mobile phone to record, please ensure your mobile phone is switched off for the duration of this assessment. So very straightforward message here again. You cannot obviously access your recording device while the test is in progress. At the end of the test, I will ask you to accompany me to the debrief area to discuss the outcome of your test. So at the end of the test, the examiners ask you to park the car in the designated area, and then they will tell you how you went in your test, if you passed the test or if you failed the test. Do you have any questions? So at this point, if you have any questions, this is your chance to ask the examiner. And if you don't have any questions, you can go for your test. If you'd like to see more videos like this, you can subscribe to this channel, press the bell icon and select all to receive notifications for new videos as soon as they come out. Also, if you like to be surrounded by a supportive community of learners from all over Australia, feel free to join our private Facebook group, Driving Test Support Australia, where you can ask your questions in a judgment-free zone. Happy testing and see you in the next video.